But all right, moving on to our next topic at hand. Let me get this timer started. Okay, so Bethesda recently tweeted out and announced that they are coming back to E3 this year. After what many kind of question if they were to or not, with the recent games they've putting out and what have you. But here's a statement from Bethesda off their website. Start speculating, refresh, Walmart Canada, but most importantly, mark your calendars. E3 is coming in on Sunday, June 9th at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Team Bethesda returns to Los Angeles for our 5th annual Bethesda E3 showcase. It's going to be a hell of a night. We've got an in-depth look at Doom Eternal, plus much, much more. We want to be together with all of you this year. And with that in mind, we are planning to invite more of you, our biggest fans, to join us on the biggest night of the year. Official invitations with additional event details, including how to register for a chance to attend this year's showcase, are coming soon. Don't forget to share your thoughts using the hashtag BE3 on social media. During our pre-show, we'll be highlighting fan photos that use the hashtag. One of the things that I think people were questioning is like, will they show up for E3 for this year because of what happened in Fallout 76, and given the controversy and what have you with that, but they have enough games to where they cannot have that as a main showcase and like mention it, but quickly move on to other games they have already ready in hand to show off, including, as they said, Doom Eternal, which I'm personally excited for because I am super stoked about Doom. But because we're in the talks of E3, E3 is coming closer and closer. We're going to get more companies coming out and saying will they attend, will they not. At the moment, so far, with the press conferences count, we have Microsoft, we got Bethesda, we got Ubisoft, Nintendo, I guess? I mean, definitely Direct, but would you call that? No, it's not a press conference, technically.
No. As of right now, yeah, I think it's just Microsoft, Bethesda, Ubisoft.
Yep, Ubisoft.
And I mean, if Square has this thing last year, it's still good.
I fucking doubt it. I forgot the Devolver Digital. Well, but that's not even a press conference though. That's like
it's a show.
Yeah,
it's a show.
Yeah.
I mean, you could call it a press conference because they technically announce games during it.
Mm-hmm.
Technically.
And if you want to speculate as far as what they might be showing at the Bethesda press conference, here's a list of the games they announced last year at last year's E3. Rage 2, which that game is coming out. Is that going to be before E3, right? Rage 2.
Let me look it up.
Okay. I want to say yes, it is. Doom Eternal, which they showed last year, and then I'm pretty sure they'll show again this year. Hopefully, we'll get a release date. Maybe we'll
yes, before. Comes out May 14th.
Gotcha. Okay, so Rage 2 will be before E3. Okay. So cross out.
Blair, I'm gonna just shut the fuck
up. Doom Eternal, as I said, it's gonna be a game that's gonna be shown. Hopefully, this time we'll have a release date. When that's coming out, I'm hoping. If I were to put money on it, probably in the fall of some point, maybe September.
I want to know more about that that space RPG they're coming out with.
Oh, Starfield.
Starfield, yes.
I think they might touch upon it. They didn't show really anything, and I think Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 are going to be for the next gen consoles. Well,
here's the thing. Bethesda did something last year that the other companies didn't do, and that was they made everybody. They made fucking everybody shit their pants.
Yep.
Like, their conference was massive.
Yep.
There's no way they're not doing that again.
You think so? You think they're gonna come out? I won't say ball swinging. They're gonna come out with fist swinging and just going for defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think they're gonna come out with they're gonna be like, all right, Skyrim Mobile. Here's video footage of it. Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6. Release date. Trailer. Fallout 5 trailer, release date. Starfield trailer, no release date, or at least broad release date. and then they're going to surprise us with something. Maybe an IP that they've been sitting on for a long time that we don't know about.
That is a very bold claim. Can they do it? I mean, sure, definitely. I am very curious to see. I don't know. I honestly do not know what they have in plan for this E3. I know there are games that they announced last year. They'll probably show off again that were not released. Probably more information about Wolfenstein's co-op title, Youngblood, starring BJ's. I want to say who was his daughters or his his daughters that were taking center stage in that DLC.
So we're definitely getting more Doom Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
Go see that. They're gonna talk about Rage 2 and like sales and shit on that game. They're gonna apologize essentially, not directly apologize, but kind of apologize for Fallout 76.
Yeah, agreed.
They have the Star Trek IP apparently. So we could see something from that. Maybe Wet 2.
Oh no, there's no chance in hell.
Why do you say that?
I mean, never say never, but unless I don't think anybody's really clamoring for another Wet, or even if it was brought back, it would be dramatically changed from top to bottom, what that game was and how it is today.
It's old enough for it to get either a reboot or a sequel that's completely different.
I would side on a sequel completely different. I think there's nobody in 2019 that game will not socially. I don't think that game would do well for the way that the game is presented. I'll just leave it at that. But other than that, in terms of whether they have anything in the pipeline, I mean, I think they'll show something of Quake Champions because I'm not sure if they're still supporting that game. I'm pretty sure they are, but I haven't heard nothing about that game in a long time or anybody talk about it. I'm pretty sure they'll just say like, hey, we have the game still. Here's a new character for Quake Champions. Go and play it if you can. That's probably like a short thing they'll do on that.
I mean, it's more likely that they just have a bunch of like either a DLC content for existing games or like one new game. Maybe they're like, oh, the Skyrim mobile game comes out today. Like they're going to be their big thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have a very strong feeling they're going to have a trailer for Elder Scrolls 6.
Well,
but an idea trailer, not like a
trailer. Yeah, I think because when I said that when they showed Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, just like title screens from last year, you know, that was basically them saying, hey, we're working on these games, but you probably won't see them until next gen. And when I said that a minute ago, I'm thinking next gen, like, oh wait, it's around the corner as it is. PS5 been in rumors and talks for quite some time. Sony's kind of been hush about it, but like the talks are out there and the rumors are out there for the PS5. Xbox is putting out, you know, 2 new consoles. One particularly maybe, you know, a bit more power graphic heavy than the other one when the streaming service console comes out at some point for them. And yeah, not to mention Google's new thing now. So yes, we are kind of in that we're getting into transition of the next generation consoles, which means by that point, Bethesda's Fallout or Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield could see the light of day more sooner than I thought or we think.
Yeah.
It was
I don't know, man. Like because last year they fucking killed it last year.
Absolutely. Just look on for those listening. Just watch our archive of on here of us just losing our fucking minds last year. So yes, they have the potential to do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what they could do to just like do it again, but I don't think they can. Like we've talked about this before, how these companies, they'll come out one year and just kill it, and then the next year it's just womp womp.
I know exactly how they can do it.
But it's okay.
Bring back Andrew WK.
All right. So my whole "Why You're Wrong" segment is going to be on that
now. Yeah, like it has happened before. Look at Sony when Sony did the Field of Dreams, the press conference of Dreams that one year, and then the year afterwards was not as impressive as that one. So it can happen. I think it'd be a fine. I think it'd be a fine press conference for Bethesda. I don't think it's gonna blow my dick off or anything, but who knows? Maybe it will. Maybe it will, and I'll be wrong. Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I think Bethesda has the ability to
Oh yeah.
blow us up again. So
Absolutely,
see.
absolutely. I'm not doubting that they can't, but I am skeptical to see what they have. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get this set up properly. Where is that? Boom, boom. All right, guys, you've made it to the very end of the majority of the podcast. We got one more segment for you, and that segment is why you're wrong with great deeds.